We all have secrets, deep within. Memories we can never erase. Difficult experiences. It's just a distant dream of mine right now. But if we can just reach out to each other, even a little, we can tease out those delicate shapes. Then, with time, our bonds will grow stronger, until one day...
Was it that guy? The one that Ethel was fighting? Yeah.
It's rising! We're getting more light! This is Colony Delta. That smouldering camera! It's valid, it's stuff of legends, but... we can win! We're gonna make it! Consul, sir! Right! All troops! Full advance! And don't let up! Don't let a single life slip from your grasp!
Oh boy.
What's that for honest?
Oh, wow. Kevis is about to get wrecked.
Listen here. You've done well to come this far. But now, smoldering Kamaravi takes the field.
No way! He let us think we had them pinned. But really, we were the ones that were trapped. Spark this! Everyone, pull back! Full retreat! We gotta leg it before...
We'll probably be meeting him in chapter 4.
Just who are you? Perhaps a guard, perhaps not.
Well, well. Smoldering Kamaravi. Your name is no mere affectation.
Evil Noah.
A consul? No.
You're what? Aside from Noah. But he wouldn't know Noah because he's from Agnes. Ready to go. Okay then, let's go. How we go on from here? I got completely turned around in all those sparking tunnels, and then the joyride down those rapids. I've got to say, I have absolutely no sparking clue where we are. You needn't worry on that count. Commander Izzard provided us with the necessary topographical data. Oh, nice. Legend. All the water that runs from the Orion Mountains makes for difficult terrain. Actually, rather than constantly checking the data and explaining myself, I think it'd be better if I just tell you where to go. Yeah, sounds good. Lead the way. Totes. We have every faith in you, Tyon. I haven't heard somebody say totes in forever. This is the bottom of the waterfall. Let's see if we can get to the middle levels first. Should we aim to get above Colony Lambda? Basically, yes. To get to the middle levels, we need to head up and around. Got it. Departure time! Did you get to say everything you wanted to say to Commander Izzard in the end? More or less. Well, okay, that's good. Say, what kind of person would you say Izzard is? You want to know about the commander, do you? Our commander is one of the most exceptional healers in Agnes. His attacks are nothing to be sniffed at either. When his team need no more attention, he'll switch to offense and pull everyone out of dire straits with his talent art. Ooh, can we get him as a hero? It's not often we get to fight by his side, given his role as leader, but when he does step in, it's a real sight to behold.
We have some new
He
names
sounds like
registered.
fun to play. Ugh, it's so inconvenient not having a proper canteen. Just how snuffing long are we going to have to go without one? You're looking busy. The commander was good enough to tell us about the work we have ahead of us. Gotta do what we gotta do. Hey, it's good to look to the future. Things are really looking up now we have auto-levs and resources from the tunnels. Colony Lambda has never been stronger. You know what's odd? The flame clock isn't here anymore, but I still have my mark. Yeah, that is odd. We haven't figured that out yet. There's a lot of us in our 10th term now, Commander Izzard included. There isn't a lot of time left to consider what has to be done. Couldn't we just, like, ignore them? I mean, maybe that's risky. You don't want to just ignore it. We'll need an auto-lev if we're going to put this plan into effect. I need to talk to the commander about this, and quickly.
We have some new names registered.
Alright, so I think that was everybody here. I'm going to go over the other side. And there's something to discuss. Ooh, we have a shop now, too.
Best buy only what we've budgeted for.
Critical. Ooh. Has a search party been sent out to look for Shijima? Well, I can say my squad hasn't heard anything about it, that's for sure.
What's wrong, Commander?
Oh, it's you guys. The Pharaonis was heavily damaged during the battle, do you remember? As a result, some of our remote-administrated autolevs aren't responding to transmitted instructions.
I'm not 100% on the techno-babble, but that doesn't sound good.
Nope.
Indeed. I've sent some of our tech guys over, so we'll know soon enough.
Do you really need the machines?
Are you thinking there might be another battle?
It's nothing like that, I assure you. Colony Lambda is now focused on ether mining, and...
That doesn't sound good.
What was that? We just received word of a tunnel collapse.
Oh no.
What? I'll be there ASAP. Are the troops assembled?
They're all in position.
Then go on ahead. Sorry about this. Actually took the trouble to come all the way here.
Commander, please let us lend a hand.
Only if you're sure. But your help will be welcome.
Roger that.
So obviously Tyon's going to get this class. Oh yeah, I saw Shijima going into the tunnels earlier. Oh no. The tunnels? What's he gone and wander in there for? I suppose he might have some business out on the other end of them?
Let's consider what we know.
So Lambda's offseer, Shijima, has apparently gone missing. It's a bit worrying, isn't it? Agnes offseers often work in pairs, right? Yes, I think most Agnian colonies make use of similar arrangements. Are both of them missing then? All we've heard is that the one named Shijima has headed into the tunnels. By now he might have come out at the Raybelt Tableland in the Fornis region. Something might have happened to make him wander off like that. We should look for him. Then we best hurry. The longer we wait, the more difficult the search is likely to be. Okay, well we have to head into the tunnels anyway, so that works.
I just wanted to confirm.
It looks like our marks don't disappear even after the flame clocks are smashed. Yeah, we're only freed from the tyranny of the flames. It's true, a mark once made cannot be erased. And once my 10th term ends, I'll be gone after all. It's not all doom and gloom though, yeah? Being free from the clocks, that's already something. Things feel different somehow. I know what you mean. It feels less anxious, like I can breathe a little easier. Exactly, and ultimately everyone has to choose their actions for themselves. Freedom from the flame clocks expands one's options immeasurably. I think that's huge. Yeah, everyone's gotta die sometime. At least this way we get to live the good life first, but for only 10 years. The good life? What do you understand by that? Huh? Well, I mean like eating good grub and stuff, yeah? I don't know what I expected asking you. Oi, you got a problem? The good life, though, I could go for a bit of that. Yeah, I'm not sure that any of you actually know what a good life is, though, because you are basically forced into fighting from the moment you're born. Yeah, me too.
This might get complicated.
I hear Colony Lambda's having a difficult time now that they can't use the canteen. Yeah, we did kind of tear up the place. But if there's anything we can do, we could cook something up for them. That's only going to help them in the short term. Then what? Don't tell me you want to build them a whole new canteen. That's a surprisingly reasonable idea, Lance. Oh, well, then I'll just cobble one together, shall I? I think you guys can do it. We couldn't do the labor ourselves, but Lambda's a big colony. It can't hurt to float the idea. I imagine talking to the captain of the manufacturing unit would be a good place to start. Sounds like a plan. Let's get going. Yes, the sooner this gets resolved, the better. So I'm pretty much going to do what I did last time and do a bunch of side quests before I go
Ready to resume our
and do more
travels?
of the main quest, because I really do like how these are, like how they work. Also, something I wanted to mention, when they were talking about the Offseers and like why the send-offs are so important, like back in the last episode after they sent off all of the like mud golems, I don't know what else to call them. It very much had like undertones of real life religion to it, where, you know, it doesn't necessarily mean it's real, but that people believe it, so it helps them feel better. And I mean, obviously, it seems like the send-off is doing something, but for the most part, it's just helping this belief that you're going to see your friends again and that you're going to go to a better place. And that is, I mean, I'm not a religious person, so it seems to me like that is what religion is. Like, you believe something that's trying to get you to a better place. And it's kind of the same thing. And I know that there are a lot of religious undertones in this game. A couple of you have mentioned the whole like Adam and Eve scenario with the party when they became Ouroboros, and I thought that was fascinating. And like, I'm trying to pick up on some of that because I was raised religious. I was raised Catholic, but I don't follow anything now. And I do still think it's very interesting to see why people believe what they believe. Even if I don't believe it myself, I do think it's very interesting to see what makes these beliefs work for people. And I feel like that's kind of what they're doing here, which is just very interesting. Do you have a minute? Can't you see I'm busy? Come on, keep it brief. We were wondering if we might be able to help fix the canteen. Oh yeah? That'd be a big help. We're eager to get it back up and running too. Is there a reason you haven't done it yet? I've put in a request, but there's so much else going on I haven't got approval yet. You need approval to work? Yeah, we can't just go around building things willy-nilly. Oh, great. Gotta love a bit of red tape. If we can get you approval, would you be able to start work? If you can manage it, that would be fantastic. Then we'll arrange it. Who's in charge of approvals? The head of the engineering corps and chief of logistics are the people you want, and we'll need some helping hands too. The chief of engineering's pretty forgetful, probably still hasn't filed my request. I bet Whitby's climbing the walls with how long it's taking. Whitby's chief of logistics. You could talk to the head of the supply corps as well. She's always rushed off her feet. Reckon she could use a hand. That's a lot of people to see. The request's probably been held up somewhere in the pipeline. Sorry for the trouble. Hey, what's up? We're looking to gather approvals for SIF for the canteen restoration. Oh, thanks for that. Not being able to use the canteen's piling on the work for the supply corps. And we have no food storage, so anything perishable has to go. Having a working canteen again would be like a dream. So we should work on getting those approvals then. Absolutely. I wonder if the request got held up somewhere. In any case, thanks for looking into it. Well, we're the ones who trashed it in the first place. Have you tried asking around the engineering and logistic corps? The canteen request's probably with them. You'll want to pay them a call if you haven't already. Hey, have you got an unapproved request knocking about? A what now? What request would that be? It's a request from the manufacturing corps to work on the canteen. Do you remember seeing it? Now you say it, that does ring a bell. We've come to get the approval confirmed. Sure, I don't have any problem with it. I'd love to get the canteen back up and running as soon as possible. But my people are a little preoccupied with something at the moment, so you may have to be patient. And what exactly is more important than having a proper canteen? I wish I knew, but that request came in first, and it's all been discussed. Anyway, you've got my approval. I'll send someone over on the double. Thanks, that's great. Have you been to the chief of logistics? You should, if you haven't. When you get clearance from everyone, go back and report to SIF. What's up with all of you? We came to get your approval for the new canteen. Oh yeah? Don't bring all that to my door. What? I gave it my stamp of approval as soon as it crossed my desk, Sunshine. But it looks like it's got tangled up in red tape somewhere. We can't go without storage for munitions and food forever. Ah, so that's what's happened. No idea why you're the ones chasing this up, but seeing as you are, I'm going to need you to be quick about it. Oh, well, we're trying. We're trying our best. You got it done. Fabulous. What happens now? I give it a stamp, and that's it. Done. Oh, I didn't realize I was talking to Izzard. Oh, I wasn't. He just appeared. The stamp's in the commander's office. Would you come with me? Sorry you had to get involved in all this. Now that the requests come through, we can start work on the canteen quickly. You don't make it easy, do you? All these hoops you have to jump through to get stuff done. A fair point, but it's all in the name of betterment. I believe that our greatest asset lies in our desire to strive for more. Now shall we get back to Sif? No doubt he's waiting on tenterhooks. Let's go. Great, we'll set to work on the construction first thing. Thanks, you guys. I don't normally need to get this many approvals. Everything's been moving at a blantz pace. If the system ain't working, kick it. Make a better one. What she said. Yeah, no corporate bureaucracy. It never works. Well, that might be fine for a small group like you, but you can't let everyone do as they want in a colony this big. As long as you set down good rules, you can avoid a lot of trouble. With the approval system, you'll always know exactly what you should be doing and when. It makes a lot of sense. I can see how sharing info between teams would cut down on problems. Right? We're all working like a well-oiled Faranis, and it's giving us some great results. Requests and approvals are pretty important. They're part and parcel of Colony Lambda's work ethic. When we've got the work team together and repaired the canteen, you'll have to come back and see it, yeah? Totally. We're not missing out on that. Oh, I've got some new people to talk to in Colony 9. Just randomly here for a different quest, but okay. We've been eating watery beans for so long that I can now finish mine in one tick. With supplies being short, I guess food's been getting thinner and thinner. Can see how you'd lose the will to savor it. We got some info. Fair warning, I still haven't let you guys off the hook. I'm gonna put Colony 9 back in order, but I'm gonna do it my way. I can do it, I'm sure. It won't be like before. Kite. Ooh, there's a lot of info here. I asked Earl to do an off-seeing, and he had the cheek to tell me how about later. I sternly reminded him of what his job is. He wouldn't hear that kind of talk coming out of Noah now, let me tell you. I can try and imitate the commander's fighting style all I want, but I'll never be as good as him. He'll stop enemies with his shield, then use their attacks to strengthen himself and grow stronger when things are dire. Why don't you just ask Xeon to teach you himself? Not a chance. He's not really the approachable type, unlike you lot. I'm glad people are starting to come around with us. I have some hope we may be able to procure enough food and energy. Spare equipment, on the other hand. We're lacking in all kinds of resources. What do we do if it carries on like this? That victory over Colony Sigma feels like an age ago now, don't you think? Sure does. I've never dreamed back then that things would turn out like this. Gotta feel that for Rold getting dragged into arbitrate over yet another dispute. You mean between Lenny and Eastman? Felt like Eastman was just probing Lenny about his suspicious behavior, no? We're running out of supplies across the board. Xeon's gotta find a solution, and fast. And the first thing he has to solve is the food shortage. Hunting and harvesting isn't producing enough for us to live on. If you're ever in trouble, just get in contact, okay? I'll help you out if I can. Cheers, Xeon, but I get the feeling we're gonna end up calling you up at some point at some pretty strange times. I don't mind. I'd rather that than carry the regret of not being able to do something I could. The guilt I felt about Wamba? No, never again. Oh my god. Xeon is... I like him a lot. I know I keep saying that, but I really do. You've royally snuffed things up for us, coming back out of the blue like this. Come on, what are you saying? We've made it so that you won't have to fight anymore. Oh, you think you've got it all figured out, have you? You don't have a clue how close you brought us to a ruin. The colony is trashed, my friends, or lying dead by the wayside. And now we've seen we've even made an enemy of the castle. It just keeps getting worse and worse. That's some serious look you've got on your mush there. What's up? Well, some of the guys here aren't so keen on working together with you lot. The prospect of future cooperation's looking bleak, frankly. And then the supply issues are only aggravating things further. I know they're probably just looking for someone to blame here. And so I can't help but wonder if there isn't anything I could do to help. That's a rough situation, yeah. Just holler if there's anything we can do, okay? I heard that Colony 9 has been having some major shortages. That's nothing new. But we didn't have so much of a problem with food and resources till Colony 9's rank dropped. So now frustrations are running high after one too many shortages. Is there anything we can do to help? That would be great. I guess there isn't anything we can do to fix it right this moment. Resolving the food supply problem is the highest priority, isn't it? Everyone's sad when stomach empty, that's just science. But it'll take time for the fields to yield crops. Yeah, although I love that Xeon's becoming a farmer. I love it. If we could find something to tide everyone over until Xeon's field idea brings results. Troublesome people as always. Come on, Riku, if you got any bright ideas, we'd love to hear them. Meh, it's an easy plan. Even you can think of. Is principle of finders keepers. Meaning? Battlefield is full of usable items with no owner. He's got a point. When we couldn't go back to our colonies, we survived with things we scrounged off various battlefields. You gotta do what you gotta do to survive. I agree. On an old battlefield, we'll probably be able to find resources other than food as well. How about we search the battlefield at Everblight Plain near Colony 9? There's one more place. The place where we met Guernica and another promising candidate. Right. When we found enough, we'll take them to the commissary. Camilla will be able to distribute it best. Okay, then it's decided. Hey, I'll help too. Manana also lend a wing. You know, that begs the question. The colonies are not self-sufficient. They have been relying on the castle to give them the supplies that they need, and it's all based on their rank. Where are the supplies coming from? Because I have not seen civilians in this game at all. There are no civilians. I don't see them anywhere. And so, like, I'm wondering, like, are there farmers somewhere that are supplying this stuff? Where is it coming from? I don't know if they're going to get that deep into this, but, like, I am curious because food's got to come from somewhere. And as far as I can tell, everybody's a soldier. Nobody is, like, doing anything else. So where are they getting these supplies from?
This might get complicated.
Did you hear the goss? Eastman and Lenny have been butting heads. Oh my god, these controllers. I might have to try and clean the contact on one of them. Do you hear the goss? Eastman and Lenny have been butting heads. That's an unusual match. Eastman lashed out for some idiot reason, didn't like Lenny keeping secrets or something. Not one for patience, is he? What sort of secret was Lenny keeping? I don't know if he'd talk to us, but it can't hurt to try if you're worried. Right. Okay, another new quest.
I just wanted to confirm.
Noah, was it your colony that fought Colony Sigma at Everblight Plain? Yeah, it was. You've heard about the battle? Everblight Plain, now that's a name that keeps coming up. It seems to be the battlefield of choice for a lot of colonies. I imagine it's because the open wasteland there is perfect for large melees that even Ferronuses can clash in. No wonder it's so blasted to ash that not a single blade of grass can grow there. And until we put an end to the fighting, it'll most likely stay that way, true to its moniker. I hope one day the war will be over and it can grow lush and verdant, just like Yazana Plains. That's the other thing, too. They're destroying so much of the ecosystem with these battles. So, like, where's the stuff coming from? I know that they can, like, scavenge for things, but I don't think that that's what the colonies are doing because they're being supplied. But, like, I just don't get where the supplies are coming from. I guess maybe I'm overthinking it, but I don't know.
This might get complicated.
Colony 9's been struggling ever since we cut them off from the others. No helping that, though. Still, it'd be nice if we could do something to help. What do you think is the most pressing shortage in Colony 9 right now? Huh, I wonder. If you're asking what they need the most, then food, I guess. But that's only really the very top of a very large pile of needs, seriously. They would have been used to getting some of their stuff directly from the castle. I reckon a bunch of people are feeling uneasy right now, left without any support. They did get something a short while ago, right? The war with Agnes is dragging on longer than anyone thought it would. And shortages are bad for the war business, so they'd get containers of supplies dropped. Oh, that's right. Do you think there are any still lying around? You mean from back then? I remember one that was blown away by the wind. We couldn't recover it. Really? I must still have the logs from back then. Got it. It's up the waterfall at Murmur Rise. Then let's take a gander and see if it's still there. Yeah, these supplies. Like... Where... Okay.
This might get complicated.
About those guys from Colony 9. They've really been coming at Noah asking for off-seeings these days. I thought they had a new off-seer filling in for him. What's his name? Is fourth term Earl. I keep wanting to say URL. Yeah, that's the one. I guess he's just not as reliable as our Noah. He'd be doing the off-seeing until we got back to Colony 9, hasn't he? I don't really mind sending them off, but still. It just ain't possible for you to do the sending off in this fella's place every time. I wonder how things got to this point. Should we find someone that knows what's up? There must be someone we can collar in the Colony 9 barracks. Yeah, probably. We've got more info? It's a good thing there's so many herbivore monsters out here in Xenoblade Plains. Yeah, if it was full of the types that go after people, we'd never manage to fight them off in our current state. So we heard you had a run-in with Eastman. That news reached you lot, did it? So you've come to visit me because you're worried. Well, no need. It wasn't anything big. I was asking Eyeless for a favor. Eastman happened to show up looking for me, and when I snubbed him, he got a bit ticked off, so to speak. Asking Eyeless a favor, huh? Oh, just something to do with Colony 9's future. Can we ask what it is? Yeah, I can definitely share it with you. I was thinking about my dead team, and I remembered that Marlon had said something about finding some gear that didn't come from Agnes or Kevis. We might be able to use it for Colony 9, right? Unknown military equipment might hold useful secrets. I thought Eyeless would be able to go looking for it in Alevnus, so I asked. Sounds mysterious. Interest peaked? Not peaked? Peaked. If that's the case, you can meet up with Eyeless. Let me send the coordinates to your Iris. Appreciate it.
Oh, so that's how they're doing.
Interesting, because that means that they said that there was armor for something that's not from Kevis or Agnes?
Can we talk?
Back when we were in Colony 9, those bunnets sure made our lives pretty miserable. What? Why? They're such cutie wooties. Cutie wooties. Even the ones holding giant weapons in their tails? Even those, I ask. Yeah, okay, those are scary. We've only once had to push through a whole bevies of them to get back to the colony. Okay, I can't read. We've once had to push through whole bevies of them to get back to the colony from Xenoblade Plains. Oh yeah, I remember that. Not gonna lie, I don't miss it. Am I remembering right that it started because Fox tried starting a fight with their bunnet leader or something? Oh, I like that they came for revenge? Bunnets do tend toward collective behavior. Moreover, the ones holding weapons are known to be aggressive. When 100 or more of the snuffers come at you at once, it ain't fun, and it's not like their meat is any good either. So when fighting bunnets, keep an eye on their numbers. Noted. Good talk, guys. Alright, don't get attacked by a savage horde of bunnets. We wanted to ask about Earl. How's he doing? That sort of thing. Oh, Earl. The colony isn't happy because Earl doesn't want to do any off-seeing. I mean, an off-seer who doesn't want to do any off-seeing, what's up with that? Well, to be more precise, he's stopped doing it while everyone is present. His guard, Carrie, said as much anyway. No one's seen hide or hair of him today either, so he's probably doing an off-seeing. Has he been avoiding the public eye? Do you know where Earl is now? I think he's on Villiera Hill. Eyeless reported finding the husk of a friend there. Okay, thank you. Shall we go and ask him about it? Yeah, let's go to Villiera Hill.
Oh, so that's how...
Eyeless? Noah, don't surprise me like that. Have you been talking to Lenny? Got it in one. So this is the thing. Yep. You can tell it's different from Agnes gear, right? And it's not Kevezi either. Interesting. This equipment, it kind of looks like Guernica's. Yeah, it looks like Guernica's. So I guess I was looking into it before you came. There's nothing usable in it, nor are there any clues as to who it belongs to. I see. At any rate, it's so mysterious, I don't want to let it go, so I'm going to report it to Rold. Good plan. We can't just leave this stuff either. Shall we bury it again? Wait, isn't this a mysterious key card? We should report this to Lenny. Harry, where's Earl? Is he with you? Thank the flames you're here. Could you help look for him? Has something happened? We came out to send off a friend who died in battle. Eyeless and Lenny shouted to me for something. He must have wandered off while we were talking. Even when he played the off-seeing melody, there were no motes like you usually get. I think he was embarrassed that Ilis and Lenny had seen it. Huh, no motes. I wonder if that's the reason he hasn't been wanting to do it. Please, will you find him for me? Please help Ilis and Lenny. Ilis is to the east of Villiera Hill near the Millick Meadows waterfall, and Lenny's at Camo's guidepost. Okay, we'll let you know as soon as we find him.
Oh, so that...
Lenny travels fast. You look like you're looking for Earl as well. Do you have any leads? Nothing, and I've come this whole place. He's not here, I can tell you that. Who's to say he's not already out on the way back to Colony 9? It's certainly possible. So how did... Oh, I can just finish this other quest right here. So how did it go? We verified that it was definitely not from either Agnes or Kevis. I knew it. But that's about as far as we got. All we found was this card. Huh. I was hoping we could learn something that would improve Colony 9. Oh well. As for the card, you found it, so you can keep it. You're sure about this? Yeah. Thanks for the help. I appreciate it. I guess I should go and straighten things out with Eastman. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Interesting. We do need to know what that other faction is still, and I'm sure we're going to find out eventually. I do still think that Guernica defected from Mobius. Ilis, you don't seem to have found Earl. I am way too close to for comfort to that thing. Oh my god. Ah, you've come to help find him. I'm like, I kind of want to just stay in this discussion so that hopefully he ignores me. Whenever anything happened, he'd say he didn't want people to die. I was thinking that I should check whether Earl was really sending people off properly, but I never imagined that he'd somehow lost the ability to off-see. I wonder if that's the case. Can't believe we've actually found it. Looks like monster territory, but it should be fine if this is all we're contending with. Stop right there. Huh? Wait, Noah? Trish? I guess we've both had the same idea. You're after it too? On Kite's orders. We were going through old logs and came across a container that was never found. What a coincidence. We'll be taking back what you found. So hand it over nicely. You have 2 ticks. I mean, we were getting it for the colony, so... Unless you're being weird. Is Kite trying to take... And why is the music being... Alright, you know what? We're going to discuss. What should we do? That's a good question. Time's up. You're being weird. Hey, hey.
Everyone, a moment of your time?
Where is this lad? How can we not find him with all these people? He might be on the way back to Colony 9 from Villiera Hill. Maybe if we could find somewhere fortune clovers grow. I've not seen any growing between Alfedo Valley and Colony 9. Between Valley and Kilmaris Highlands. Okay, then let's see if we can find Earl there. Camilla? Hi all, is there anything you need? Though, let me be clear that we're pretty limited in what we've got on hand right now. We want to leave this with you, if that's okay. Whoa, it's all food and supplies. How in the world did you... I'll make sure it gets to those who need it in the colony. Thanks so much for this. Hey. Huh? Where the spark did you get that? Excuse you. And don't feed me some crap about finding it just lying around. Oh, wait, Eastman's there. Of course he is. So this is what I think happened. You saw things couldn't last here and nicked it from someone else, didn't you? While we were forbidden from doing it. No, we found it at Everblight Plain. What? You're saying that we should loot and pilfer stuff to survive? Well, what are your alternatives? Survive by taking from the living even though you don't need to fight anymore? Ugh. Don't touch any of this stuff, Camilla. Look. Now that the colony's been freed, things can't go back to the way they were before. I agree with them that this is the way to keep everyone in the colony alive. That's right. Xeon, if you're thinking of going along with this, you can... You know what, Kite? Shut up. Like, you're not the leader. Just shut up. Meh, Camilla. Camilla, Harala's seen list of goods arrived goods. Harala, wait for this day for so long, can now repair all Levnesses at long last. Okay, Harala, calm down. Xeon, we aren't the only ones who aren't happy with your way of doing things. Nobody cares. Like, you guys have always sucked. Just go away. It's just till the shortages are sorted out. Don't get worked up about it. I understand Kite's opinion, though. We need those fields in working order, and then everything will work out. Can we turn this into a farming game? Like, no, seriously, I would love if we had like a little farming mini game for this. That would make my whole day. Hey Camilla, we have supplies that Colony 9 can use. Wow, there's so much. Thank you. Did you find this? This is great. Must have been hard to get a hold of. We had a little disagreement with Eastman over it. Oh, that's right. This is the other quest. Oh, him. He's not a bad guy, you know. Anyway, thanks again. I don't know. I think he's a little bit of a bad guy. Well, no, not bad. I think he's just misguided. Ooh, Eastman wants to talk to me. We're in charge of gathering supplies and materials and whatnot. You do well not to get under our feet. All right, no need to get ants in your pants. So if we're around, it takes you more ticks, does it? Sounds like you get it, pal. Well, we're just trying to help, and you guys are butt faces. So... Find any fortune clovers? Ah! Carrie and the others are worried about you. So I guess she told you everything. I can't go back to them. I'm worthless. Why do you think that? Why do you think that? Because I can't do it. I can't be an Offseer. Look, Earl. Since I became the Offseer in your place, I sent off friends who died in battle with all honor and respect, but... Everyone who died after the flame clock was destroyed, what were those lives for? I felt so much pity for them I couldn't stand it. All I could do was try not to think of anything at all. And when it got to that point, I couldn't raise the motes when I played the melody. I can't send them off properly. I hid it from everyone in Colony 9, but the secret's out now. How can I go back now? Tap into a different emotion. You should find a different emotion to tap into, like gratitude. A different emotion? I've never considered that. Our role as Offseers is to communicate emotion. The off-seeing isn't the most important part. It's managing to convey that emotion. Noah, you have to find your own answer, starting now. But instead of suffering alone, why not talk to Colony 9 about your feelings? There's no need for you to bear the burden of this change alone. Commander, you're probably right, Noah. But it'll take some courage to confess everything to the whole of Colony 9. First, I'll talk to Carrie. That's a good idea. Earl, where were you? I was so worried. If something had happened to you, I didn't know how I could have lived with myself. I'm sorry. Don't just yell at him without hearing his side. Yeah, come on. Earl's been thinking about loads of stuff. Let him talk. He seems so young. This is a huge burden for him. But... Carrie, I can't see people off anymore, and I need to work through things a bit. You saw what happened before, and I need to think about how things got to that point. And I'm going to stop hiding my failure from Colony 9. What? But... I talked to Noah, and this is the conclusion I came to. I have to change the way I feel about sending in these weird, unclear times. Oh, Earl. Offseers are just so much, all the time. I hear you. Look, just look after him a bit more, okay? You don't need to tell me that. I'm his bodyguard, you know. Thank you, Carrie. Good job, team. Case closed. Okay, I think that officially wraps up all of my side quests in Colony 9 for the moment. I do have to go finish the one for Colony 30 for Valdi. And then I can go work on the stuff for Colony... Which one was this? I don't remember. Lambda. Colony Lambda. Alright, we're getting there. I need more stinger piles, but we're close. I'm also going to look at this information here, too. Erin and her team haven't contacted us ever since they started their expedition into the Danig Desert. Maybe they think we're still at war. I've been hearing the Offseer's flute around the living quarters lately. Radek's Offseer's successor shouldn't have been assigned yet, though. What's going on, I wonder? Are we having issues with the Offseer here, too? Have you seen the 3rd unit's Levnesses? They're late coming back, and I don't mind admitting I'm worried. I warned them time and again not to neglect their maintenance. Ugh, Erin. Snuff it. Could you go out and see what's what, then see what Use It has to say about it? By the way, I hope you all don't mind that I'm doing a bunch of side quests, because I can't just do the main story, especially in this game. I really do like the side quests, and I want to learn as much as I can. And I feel like I can do that by doing more of these. I asked that Nopon to fix the power frame. Where the snuff has it gone? You know Nopon love to take long afternoon naps, right? Man, I want to be a Nopon. We've fought Colony Lambda quite a few times now. They're a tough opponent to handle with so many auto-levs. Their fortified position discourages an assault from our side, too. Yes, I concur. Hey, why do you have to be so smug about it? So yeah, the commander has this teacher with mad skills, that Master Pawn guy he keeps banging on about. But Master Pawn went on some journey or other, and they ain't heard a peep from him since. Years it's been. I hear he's something else with a hammer. Hope I get to see it for myself sometime. Okay, I'm kind of hoping we get to meet him at some point.
Which one was it
Oh,
again?
I am done with this. Yay. Oh ho ho, phase 2 completed. Thanks everyone. Phase 2? So far Rapapa only cobbled together parts on hand. Finally can build all-important section. Then phase 3 start. Is finished in no time if we work like this. Oh great, do I have to go find more stuff? Just wondering, how much further is there still to go? It finished at phase 10. You what, mate? We say we help. We see through to end. Sounds like someone started enjoying himself. Doesn't it? Oh, keep collecting material and bring to Rapapa. Doric's going to be the protector we've always needed, our mighty guardian. Yeah, can't wait for it to be done. Just watch me go. Alright, do I seriously have to keep doing this? Baldi, I love you, but this quest sucks.
To collect.
Yeah, that's true. I guess we don't have to do it all at once. Mecha Friend really put shiny metal back into it. As Chief Rapapa must set example. Cannot afford state of left in dust. Doric currently proceeding on track for phase 3. Friends bring materials, then Rapapa give them speedy quick check.
Is this what you wanted?
And of course, I don't have anything for it. I will just be gathering stuff as I go. The other thing I haven't done recently is I haven't gone to that Nopon caravan. I think I'm gonna go see what's going on over there. Info. Fornus region teeming of glitter radishes ripe for plucking. Not such good news. Too many radishes means they be unrare article, not sell for good profit. Wait, are they getting into the radish bit of business? Why does this sound like turnips from Animal Crossing? Ooh, shill. Master Pawn is truly wonderful Nopon. Truly, they're nobody better at scheming ideas for profit of caravans. It Master Pawn who come up with the idea of register. You don't say. That's so different from Riku and Manana's area of expertise. Takes all sorts, I guess. Penny asked that friends don't tell anyone about incident of Penny in Aegis Wilderness. Oh, this was the one that was, like, super thirsty. Please keep secret from Shilshil, but also from all other Nopon of Caravan. Penny would lose all appearance of gravitas that come with title of Master Pawn in a matter of principle. Oh, I have a lot of things to discuss, actually. You see glitter radishes growing all over the place in the Fornus region, huh? Yeah, no joking. At first I thought it was just some kind of weed. That offensive against radishes everywhere. Glitter radish is not only delicious, but also covers all bases nutritionally. The misapprehension is understandable. They do tend to spread like wildfire when they're in season. It sounds like mint. Again, I garden in real life, and it is impossible to kill mint, and it will just go everywhere. So I hope you like mojitos. That brought back memories, and not the good kind. You use these glitter radishes quite a lot in your cooking as well, don't you, Manana? Very muchly. Glitter radish even add aesthetic appeal, making for very good and versatile ingredient. Only need peeling as skin is tough, and also to take out stringy bits. But after boil a few hours and be sure to strain off scum layer, then yes, very tasty. Sounds like a lot of work for a radish. Want to eat, but tough to eat. That is what Manana called dilemma. Doesn't bother me. I'm a simple man. If it's good, I'll polish it off. Then Lance can take peeling duty. If not have to work for joy of eat, then pleasure much diminish. What? Sheesh, can nobody take a joke these days? I agree though, you should help with cooking.
Hey, so can we talk?
The Nopon in Colony 30 sure seem to do whatever they please, huh? Taking 5 after working 5, snoozing mid-shift, or just plain wandering off. They could just give them dog tags same as us, manage their time that way. That would certainly have its benefits. You could monitor their comings and goings with much more accuracy. Friends must be joking. That would evaporate all motivation, like dew from Levness on a warm morning. That right, Nopon are free creatures, not slaves to core working hours and quotas and tracking lunch breaks. That is a corporate America, corporate anything. Oi, easy now. Easy, I say. No need to get ticked off. It was just hypothetical. At least the Nopon of Colony 9 all seem to be pretty serious about stuff. Same for Colony Gamma. Our guys and gals took their work more seriously than those in Colony 30. Think it's Valdi's fault then? May as well be. Poor Valdi. He's literally here too because I had him in my party and we're just talking about him.
Let's have a little huddle up.
Sounds like contact with a Levness unit dispatched by Colony 30 was lost in Danig Desert. That's the unit Ven was worried about, right? Communications are often disrupted in the Danig Desert. It could be down to the sandstorms that are prevalent there. Then maybe the people in that unit still think they need to fight. But we destroyed the Colony 30 flame clock. Looks like they didn't get the message, love. Noah, I want to go find them. Can you come along for the ride? I wonder if that's that team of Kevis that I keep finding in the Danig Desert. I haven't actually fought them yet, but I'm wondering. Commander, what are you... Just came to pick you guys up. Ven was worried about you too. Are you serious? We've got a mission to finish. Commander or not, you need to follow the Consul's orders. About that. Prepare to move out, team. Hey, come on, you don't need to fight anymore. They may not believe the flame clock is broken. You're still Colony 30, aren't you? Listen to Valdi. Aaron, we have to fight for all the mechanics back in the colony. Then you're relieved of duty. Go home. Noah and the others broke Colony 30's flame clock. What? Can you prove it? Check your iris. Check your iris. What? Huh? There's no flame clock. What about Ven? He was saying you need to do proper maintenance. Oh, yeah? Prepare to head back. Roger. You spared us from who knows how many senseless battles. Thank you. And say hi to Ven for us. Commander, we're going back to Colony 30. Got it. Take care.
We won't need to this time.
Mima?
The tunnels are up ahead.
As in Fonsa Mima? That was what? Xenoblade 2?
Whoa, got a rare doodah right here.
In Oriya, too, I think.
The tunnel walls should have been stabilized. What happened?
Hey, look over there.
It's collapsed.
Ah! We got monsters!
They must have been living in a place with elevated ether concentration, then found their way in here.
We better get there quick.
But there's no direct path there. We'll have to go around.
You've got Levnesses, don't you? Wanted to make short work of these things. But we need permission from each squad's leader to activate a Levness.
Oh, come the snuff on. This is an emergency.
You stay here on standby.
Everyone with their
There might be another
bureaucracy.
clap, so we'll go on alone.
But Commander!
Execute a partial evacuation once the tunnel mouth is secured. Coordinate with the medic corps and treat any wounded. Now, these are special orders for which I take full accountability. Inform the other troops.
Yes, sir.
Now, all of you.
We'll be fine, Commander. You can count on us.
Understood. I'm sorry for dragging you into this. Can anyone hear me? We're here to help!
Commander! We're safe! No casualties here!
Well, that's good.
Looks like there weren't too many working this deep inside. I'm glad everyone's unharmed. I didn't think there'd be a cave in here, considering the geology, and with this level of structural support. I suppose the cave wall was weak enough for the monsters lurking there to break through.
When the excavation uncovered an area of concentrated deposits, the monsters that lived there must have sensed a chance.
The ether find is good news, but for now let's get everyone out.
There might be more monsters. We better keep an eye out.
There probably will be.
That looks somewhat cleaned up.
I guess riding a Levnis meant they avoided any serious injuries.
A little silver lining to a great big cloud. Glad to hear. Tyon? No, all of you. Thanks for your assistance. You saved us.
On the contrary, Commander. We were just following your orders.
Right. We could only react so fast thanks to your quick thinking.
That's about as much as I can do. The people of Colony Lambda, and you as well, all knew what needed to be done. And due to that, the rescue was a success.
Yay.
I can't thank you enough.
You've even managed to secure a nearby ether deposit. I'm a bit jealous.
Yes. Actually, our troops reported a harvestable ether source recently. And with enough resources in the bank, perhaps the colony could have some peace of mind.
I hear a fair few colonies are lacking ether.
Everyone knows that we're nothing without it. Everyone in Lambda knows to be prepared to do anything in their power rather than lose it. By the way, how are your travels?
Our travels?
Sometimes I'm envious of folk like you. Strong-willed and forging ahead.
Well, we're not that.
Actually, I think being a commander is a pretty big deal in its own way, eh?
Yeah.
Smoldering Camaravi and famed Silvercoat certainly are. But I'm not that kind of lone pioneering type.
Speaking of Silvercoat, I wonder what happened to her.
I think most people feel the same.
I know my own weakness best of anyone. The day we lost Nimue and you, Tyon, I abandoned all thought.
I need to pay attention to see, aside from no... Actually, no, wait a minute, because Nimue's name starts with an N too, and there already is a Consul N. So I'm wondering if there isn't a Nimue then. A Nimue Mobius person.
The consul sensed my weakness, knew I'd pass my responsibility to another, and took merciless advantage of it.
Oh.
That's one thing I learned from losing. Ironically, if I hadn't experienced that loss, I'd never have come to understand this feeling in me.
Aw.
Sorry, no one needs to hear all that. Ah, yes, I owe you all, don't I? Would you come to the commander's office later?
Sure.
I'll be waiting.
Moraine. What are you doing here? We're on the hunt for Lambda's missing Offseer. Everyone's been quite worried, you know. Ah. But I'm fine. I haven't come across any monsters or hostile colonies. We were looking for a guy named Shijima, I thought. Well, he was making his way towards Aegis Wilderness, I think. But why did he go alone? What could he want out there? I think he must have been heading for the castle. He's really close to his homecoming, and he'd asked me to send him off. But then the flame clock was broken, and all of that stuff became irrelevant. I think he's just a bit lost. Oh, I see. I put in a request for the Survey Branch and Tactics Division to assemble a search party, but I don't know when it'll happen. I've been doing all I can to help, but honestly, maybe it's better to let him do what he wants. Still, the way he's feeling, don't you think it'd be best for you to if you just talk to him? How? He won't even accept my calls. There's only so much one person can do. Then we'll bring him back. I'm sure you have at least something you want to say to him.
Oh, so that's how they're doing.
Okay. He's trying to go to the castle. What are you doing here? That's our line, Shirley. You're the one who decided to up and run out of the blue. You've made Moraine very worried. She's been trying really hard to get a hold of you. Moraine? Right, I should have been clearer. I should have told her to stay at home and leave me be. It's crazy to come out here alone, mate. You know what my goal in life was? Live to my homecoming. Have a peaceful death. Yeah, cool biscuits. But that's no excuse to go charging off without saying a word to anyone. You know what I'm saying? Do you think they'd have given me permission to leave if I had? Heading to the castle alone was the only way. I still think you could have discussed it with Moraine first. She's your colleague. She really is worried sick about you. I was thinking that if I die out here, then at least I'd be alone. I suppose it wasn't really fair to Moraine. Come home. There's still time for you to talk this out. Yeah, I know. Okay, enough. I can't go any further alone anyway. I'd better go apologize to her. Like, I still wonder what would happen if they just decided to ignore the fact that their time is up. Noah, over there. Are those Agnes soldiers? This is bad. That's where Moraine is. Let's hurry. Why would they attack her? Phew, I guess we dodged a bullet there. Where'd they come crawling out from anyway? Scratch that. Where's Moraine? Is she hiding? Did she run? It doesn't look like she was attacked. Let's search the area. Moraine? No. She looks fine. I hid as soon as I saw those soldiers coming. I'm not much for fighting. Glad to hear it. You came back. Yeah, thanks to this lot. If I was alone, who knows what would have become of me. I'm not sure what you were hoping to achieve going to the castle in the first place. Aiming for the impossible is unlikely to end in the way you hope it will. Huh. I think you should go home and talk about what happens next. Moraine was worried about you, and the least you can do is respect those feelings. I know. Moraine, I'm sorry. It's okay. Let's go home. Everyone knows things are hard for you. Thanks, and thank you too.
Oh, so that's how they're doing.
Ooh, we got another rank for Colony Lambda. Now I just have to go turn that quest in. And I guess we can start the main quest at that point.
So, I wanted to thank you all somehow.
We didn't lend a hand just so you'd give us something in return.
Too right. We don't expect any thanks.
That may be so, but
Oh yeah, did the thing with the autolevs get sorted out?
I only just got a report saying they don't know why they won't work. After seeing that cave-in, I want to investigate thoroughly. An autolev is vital for that investigation. If we can't bring them back here, they can't be of any use to us.
Here it comes.
I'm not planning on getting you involved for every little thing. I already can't thank you enough for your help with the cave-in.
Excuse me, Commander. I have a report about the autonomous Levnesses.
Are they working?
Any new developments?
Yes, sir. It seems they're operational.
Yay!
I see.
They wanted you to take a look and judge if they can be used or not, sir.
Roger that. Well, I'm sorry for bringing you all out here. I have to go.
I'd like to come along.
What do you mean?
Oh, good call. I need some closure on this.
We won't get in the way. Is that okay?
As you wish. Then follow me.
We don't exactly have what I'd call an open schedule.
Sorry. I know this is selfish.
Nah, mate, I don't blame you.
I may owe Commander Izzard a great debt. But he's also someone I just want to help, even if I didn't owe him. I think every soldier in Lambda probably feels the same.
It sounds nice, doesn't it? Feeling attachment to your colony, to your commander.
Yeah, definitely.
You good?
What happened?
Hey, is everything okay?
Commander, the Levnesses, they started moving all of a sudden,
Wait, seriously?
What?
and then they just came for us.
What?
But any autonomous unit should have safeguards to stop it attacking us.
That came from right up ahead.
Huh. Lucky thing we tagged along, eh?
Well, it's sea
Please
lands?
stay back, Commander. We can take it.
What are you saying, man? I'm fighting. It'd be
He's a pretty good healer. Let's take him.
I just stood around and stared.
Then let's go.
This man is tough.
Oh, okay. I feel like Baldy would be really handy right now to figure out what's going on.
You've barely put a dent in it.
Oi! The spark you doing?
Concentrate on their power sources.
Where are they?
Finish it up now! Tie on!
Right.
Look out!
Oh, that was smart.
Now, Tyon! Open fire!
You can see where Tyon gets it from and why they get along so well.
Nice one.
Brilliant work, Tyon.
Oh, they're like combining their powers together. That's really cool.
Commander Izzard!
It's over.
Nice.
Feels like all I do is ask you to clean up our messes. Thanks again. If there's anything I can do.
But why did they go berserk?
It might have been set so they couldn't tell between friend and foe once restarted.
Well, that seems like a really bad oversight.
You think so? So you're saying that forcing them to restart overwrote the previous instructions?
Oh, man.
I'll have engineering give me the details. We need them in running order, but they can be dangerous tools, so care is paramount. Regardless, let me know if there's any way I can thank you.
We told you before, we didn't do this for any reward.
Won't fly. I can't rest easy knowing I'm this deep and someone else is dead.
If you're going to insist... Do we need anything, guys?
Let me think.
All right, I've got something.
Whatever it is, just say the word. We've put you out of your way.
I want you to fight by our side once more.
That's
Say
a good
that
one.
again.
I want you to see for yourself that the path I'm walking is the right one, Commander.
Tyon, has this been bothering you?
I understand. My position as commander means I probably won't be able to accompany you at all times. But I pledge myself and Colony Lambda to you, Tyon. No, to all of you. Call me anytime you need me. I'll come running no matter what.
Nice.
Thank you very much,
I can't wait to try his healing class,
I better
too.
brush up on my skills to keep up with you all. Colony Lambda will have to keep up with its current developments, too.
We can help you with stuff like that, mate.
Now look here, I can't ask that of you.
Look, we're
late.
friends now. Nothing wrong with asking your friends for help.
We're friends, you say. You're incredibly trusting, you know that.
What's that supposed to mean? We're just helping.
I don't mean anything bad by it. If I need you, I'll ask for you.
Please, call us anytime you need.
I'm a lucky man to have friends like you, Tyon.